All right, if you haven't already, you should immediately update Windows and enable this new feature, which automatically creates a backup every 24 hours and allows you to restore your system immediately after an error or incident. Microsoft just shipped one of the most significant upgrades to system recovery in years. The July 2026 update introduces point-in-time restore, a full system snapshot that goes well beyond what System Restore used to cover. Settings, personal data, apps, and system files, all captured together, so a bad update or a broken driver doesn't have to mean a wasted afternoon. I'll walk through where to find the settings, how to configure frequency and retention, an important warning about what gets affected during a restore, and the complete recovery process both from the desktop and from the Windows recovery environment if your PC won't start. So, what point-in-time restore actually captures? Point-in-time restore creates restore points that capture a broader snapshot of your computer than the system restore most of us are used to, including settings, personal data, installed apps, and system files together at the moment the restore point was created. This matters because of what happens when you roll back. Any changes or files created after the restore point may be deleted during recovery. This is fundamentally different from a simple settings rollback. Because personal data is part of the snapshot, recovering to an earlier point can remove files you've created since then. This is the single most important thing to understand before using this feature. Maintain a separate file backup independent of restore points, cloud storage, an external drive, whatever you already use, so that a restore never becomes a data loss event by surprise. To get this new feature, the first thing you need to do is make sure to update Windows. Go to Settings, then Windows Update, and install all the updates. Restart your PC after the updates are installed. After the restart, you can visit this page to learn about all the latest features. The latest feature we're interested in here is Point-in-Time Restore. Open Settings, go to System, then Recovery. You'll find a new entry called Point-in-Time Restore. Click it to view the configuration page. From here, you can enable or disable the feature. Toggle at the top of the page. Adjust the frequency of restore point creation. The minimum is every 4 hours, and the maximum interval is 24 hours. A shorter interval gives you more granular recovery points, but uses more storage. Adjust the storage allocation. By default, the feature reserves about 3% of your available storage for restore points. You can increase or decrease this allocation depending on how much disk space you're comfortable dedicating. A quick note from testing this: these options were grayed out on some configurations. If that happens on your device, it typically means the feature is currently managed automatically rather than manually, but the defaults are sensible for most users regardless. According to Microsoft's documentation, changing the frequency and retention settings is an enterprise-only feature from the Settings app. Home and Pro users use the default values, 24 hours and 72 hours, although the documentation has been somewhat confusing because the controls are still visible. My recommendation: for most people, the default settings are genuinely fine. Don't overtune this unless you have a specific reason to. The defaults strike a reasonable balance between recovery granularity and disk usage. After enabling the feature, Windows uses the Volume Shadow Copy service in the background to automatically create snapshots according to your configured schedule. At the bottom of the settings page, you'll see a history of recent restore points with their creation dates, useful for confirming the feature is actually running before you ever need it. I've created a few restore points. We'll try to restore it. If you don't create restore points manually, you'll have to wait 24 hours to see a backup here.
Before starting a restore, here's a genuinely useful tip. If BitLocker or device encryption is enabled on your PC and you still have desktop access, you may be prompted for your BitLocker recovery key partway through the restore process. To avoid that interruption, temporarily disable BitLocker before starting. Go to Settings, then Privacy and Security, then Device Encryption, and turn the option off. I haven't enabled BitLocker, I don't see that option here, but I can see in the control panel that BitLocker isn't enabled on my computer. With BitLocker disabled and the desktop still accessible, go back to Settings, System, Recovery. Click Restart Now under Advanced Startup. This restarts the PC directly into the Windows recovery environment. On the recovery screen, click Troubleshoot, then click Point-in-Time Restore. You'll see a list of available restore points. Select the one you want to use, ideally one created before the problem started. Read the warning screen carefully. It explains that everything changed after that restore point will be lost: files, installed apps, system settings, and configuration. It also specifically notes that passwords, certificates, and keys may be affected, so be prepared to re-enter credentials for some applications afterward. One reassuring detail: cloud-synced data, such as OneDrive, will not be affected as long as it was already synced before the restore point was created, since that data lives in the cloud rather than only locally. Click Restore to begin. The duration depends on your specific hardware and how much data is involved, but Microsoft has specifically designed this to be fast compared to older recovery methods. Once the recovery finishes, your PC restarts normally back into Windows. Important follow-up steps. If you had files created after the restore point, restore them from your separate backup. This is exactly why maintaining an independent backup matters, since those files were removed as part of the rollback. If you installed any applications after the restore point, you'll likely need to reinstall them, since the restore reverts your app state to match the snapshot. Once you've restored your files and reinstalled anything needed, you're back to a normal working state, just on the configuration from before whatever problem prompted the restore. Point-in-Time Restore. Verify it's enabled in Settings, System, Recovery. Leave the defaults unless you have a specific reason to change them. Keep an independent backup of your files, and you have a genuinely fast path back to a working PC the next time a bad update or driver causes problems. Let me know in the comments what you think of this feature compared to the old System Restore. A like and subscribe helps the channel, and I post practical Windows guides every day. Thanks for watching.